Hey, Project Life friends. Let's start off with a week in my 2021 Project Life. And yes, I am still working through this project. It is okay. We got behind last year. We're cruising right through it. We're about a month behind on 2022. So hopefully we will start getting through that one and getting caught up on all of these and maybe start 2020. You never know. That's probably as far back as I will go with a Project Life. In sense of a project life type project, since I haven't been doing this in 8+ years. I think that's probably as far back as I can kind of go. I really do want to go back and do a project for 2020, obviously just because of the times that we were in. But all right, let's get back to this. I have no idea what week this is. It's probably like week 33-ish, somewhere in there. I might be able to figure it out. At this point, I have dropped the weeks because honestly, the number doesn't really matter too much to me as much as like the dates of it. Honestly, just the weeks. I think this is week 32 or 33. The weeks really are for me to keep track of which week I'm at, doing it this way, like on YouTube. Mainly getting the date in the project is more important to me. So I pretty much am to the point where I'm just putting week of, August. I think this is the week of August, like 16th through the 22nd, somewhere in there. This is the week that we went to in Cincinnati with our family. And we spent a couple of days there. We really didn't do too much other this week, as it was a extremely hot week in our neighborhood, in the high to low 90s the entire time. And that's just not something that we're kind of used to around here. And then big storms, all that kind of stuff. It also was, we had just gotten back from Kentucky from a baseball tournament with my oldest. So we had lots going on at this time. And so the rest of the week we were just recouping and I was getting ready for the next vacation pretty much. So I just depicted a little bit of our vacation in this week because I do eventually want to go through and do a bigger or like a mini travel album of this trip. But I definitely wanted to get it put into Project Life and document it that way. So this is just a quick little highlight reel of that trip. So here I am using Elle Studios label dates, and you're going to see me struggle with trying to find a hole punch for this when I, like, by the end of this thing was like, Karen, do you have the dies to this kit or the stamp set? I totally forgot that I had the dies to this, and I didn't need to be finding punches and, then cutting and, doing all of the good things, but it is what it is. Okay, so I'm just putting that because we did have a big storm that came through, and got us honestly into the basement, because of tornado warnings and all that kind of stuff. So big storm. And I also think that like things got like super flooded and all that kind of stuff. And so this is on the back side of that protector. So there I am just cutting a slit in that so that I can have a flip up. I actually do believe on this spread that I cut through. Yep. I accidentally, when I did that, cut through. There you go. You can see it now. I cut completely through. Whoops. That happens sometimes when you don't have to push hard at all when you're cutting through those things. And sometimes I get a little heavy handed. So, right here, I am using a stamp from Elle Studio. Again, it says currently, and it's currently, and we're teaching our youngest how to change a tire on a 90,000 degree day, because our tire had flattened, and it was literally like the day before we headed off to Cincinnati. So while I was pretty stressed that was happening, I was so glad that it happened at this time and did not happen when we had gotten on the road for Cincinnati. So that was also another stressor this week, that I had to like find tires and get it changed all in like 12 hours before we left for our trip. But again, super, super thankful. So next up is using stamps from Paper Person. I believe that is a Paper Person stamp set. I will link those all down below. I did want to just stamp right onto that photo, but it kind of got lost in my husband's pants and my backpack. Not the greatest photo, but yeah, that's pretty much a family photo selfie that I get. And that was the best one. I think I took like 5 of them. But that was the boys' first time at a Waffle House. I think actually my first time at a Waffle House too. Not my husband's. This was my husband's thing he wanted to do, was get to a Waffle House. And then I was pretty disappointed that they didn't have pancakes. He was all upset at me. Why would the Waffle House have pancakes? So anyways, moving on, just again, like I said, this is the highlight reel. This is just, I also am using parts of a Paper Person's summer kit. What is that? Make a splash kit. So that's where that 3x4 card of the summer plans is. I actually love this kit, and we'll probably use it a lot in the digital version. Since with Paper Person, you do get the digital version, which was heartbreaking for me as I just canceled my subscription with Paper Person for a minute. I just wasn't, there's some kits from them that are super focused, especially on, like shows and movies, I feel like, or like currently watching and currently reading. And that's just not something that I scrapbook. And I had gotten to 12 months, and honestly, I have so many kits that I need to go back and scrap. So I figured taking a few months off of this one is probably the best bet, even though I will probably regret it like crazy. So, all right, here I am losing my eraser. Of course, as you can see, that label, again, this is the daily label stamps from Elle Studio that I have the die set for, the metal dies for. And I'm pretty sure I'll probably cut this one out too. But that first stamp didn't go so well. It needed to be primed. Guys, prime your stamps, either on the back of your hand or with a sand eraser. And just putting in there, you can't see them in that picture, but the boys are standing in front of lots of kangaroos, and then I make a mistake, and I'm like, gosh darn it. Well, there's some whiteout to the rescue. But we went to the Cincinnati Zoo the next day. That first picture is in front of waterfalls, like in downtown Cincinnati. And then this one is the zoo. Yep, here I go, cutting it out when, Karen, you have the metal dies. I need to go through and just stamp a bunch so that I don't have to stop and do this, honestly, in all the colors. So, but it's all good. So, and then the last picture is the last day of our trip, and that was just downtown. Actually, this was in a different place, but it was a really cool wall that just said, "Be kind," and we got a nice family picture in front of that one. So, like I said, this was pretty much the highlight reel. I think I'm just going to fill out this 3x4 card. Oh, and do the title card, which I'm using Carrie Bradford stamps. Here I am losing my acrylic block again there, I think. Is that what I'm missing? Yeah, I'm missing my acrylic. I literally put my acrylic block 95% of the time it's sitting in my lap on my blanket. 95% of the time. There we go. We found it now. We've also printed our journaling on our card. So since I had that in physical version, I always try and use my physical versions first, and then use the digitals as a backup. So, but yeah, I kind of love how this week turned out, even though we're going to do a horrible stamp here. I was like, no. But it was because I was stamping on that. But those ones are pretty easy to line back up and restamp. So there we go. And yeah, we're going to finish it off there. So another week in 2001 completed. My next video that should be up next week is almost through August. So we're almost there because I will not do December in 2021. I do December daily. Yeah. And I might not even do October. We'll have to see about October. I might do like a monthly view of October because, again, I have October daily. So I don't know why I would do it again. I'm not sure. We might just do a monthly view of October and take all of the pictures that didn't get put into October daily and put them back into Project Life. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. Again, I will try and link everything in the description box below, and I'll wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for being here. Definitely hit that subscribe button. We just hit 600 subscribers. I am super excited. It's getting oh so close to that lovely 1,000. Again, this is pretty much a purely hobby channel to me, but to see it grow is so fun for me. So talk to you guys soon.